The film begins with the factory, specifically with the chimney, which let people know the factory had resumed operations. Furthermore, the tour for the invited children will conclude with them flying out of this very chimney. The soundtrack already conveys the entire mood, a fairy tale, mysterious film, partly frightening but captivating. The introductory scene with chocolate production already shows Wonka's amazing methods. Tim Burton manages to create those very childhood imaginings of chocolate factories. Admit it, children always imagine sweet factories as some kind of magical places, more magical than Disneyland, and the director depicted this excellently. The iconic golden tickets. The story already begins with an intriguing detail. Who will get these tickets and who will win the prize? And the stickers with city names show the scale of Wonka's factory. The whole world acknowledged the quality of his chocolate.
This is a story of an ordinary little boy. His family was not rich. Charlie Bucket was the luckiest boy.
Nothing goes better with cabbage than cabbage.
I found something I think you'll like.
The scene with Charlie's house left a mark on all viewers, showing the family's poverty so convincingly, yet warmly. If you look deeper, when writing a book about a kind boy, he could have been made from an ordinary family, but with strict parents, for example, or a boy with no family at all, that could also justify Charlie's kindness. But it's precisely the poverty factor that makes the Bucket family close-knit, and this is important for most of the film's key moments. More on that later.
Charlie's father worked in the local toothpaste factory.
It's exactly what I need.
I saw Willy Wonka with my own 2 eyes.
Awesome storytelling. The father gave Charlie the last detail for his factory model. From here, the cool idea with Mr. Bucket's job, necessary for the plot, also info about Charlie's fanaticism for the chocolate factory, and a smooth transition to Grandpa's story about his work at the factory to tell the viewers about Willy Wonka's lore. Brilliant. Amazing set design, magic and fairy tale vibes are bursting through. Throughout the film, there will be incredible sets, and we'll stop at each one.
Mr. Wonka.
Bert? Here.
The first appearance of Willy Wonka in the film showed the genius of his inventions. But what's also cool is that his face isn't shown. It's distorted behind a transparent candy. Not behind glass, not in shadow, not in mysterious fog, but behind a candy. It couldn't have been any other way with Wonka. A deliberate reference to Johnny Depp and Tim Burton's previous collaboration, Edward Scissorhands.
And built him a colossal palace entirely out of chocolate. The bricks were chocolate, and the cement holding together was chocolate.
The story about the Indian prince immerses us again in our fairy tale dreams. Not about cat women, but about a chocolate palace. Useless info. There was nothing about India in the book. Tim Burton wanted to pay tribute to Bollywood.
There came a very hot day with a boiling sun.
The first drops of his erroneous decision fell on his forehead, in the area of the third eye, symbolic for Indian culture.
They began sending in spies to sit one day without warning.
I'm closing my chocolate factory.
But it didn't close forever. It's open right now.
The closing of the factory and its subsequent reopening, an intriguing moment revealing Wonka's ideology, sweets are more important than money.
Sometimes when grown-ups say forever, they mean a very long time.
Such a typical child's dialogue among adults when they explain the contradictory concepts of elders. Forever, but not forever, because the film is made precisely for children. Kind of like with Coraline, however, this is a live-action film, and making a film for children is harder. Good examples of films for children, Harry Potter or The Chronicles of Narnia. Hence the voiceover, so very young viewers can more easily grasp what's happening.
Such as I feel like I've eaten nothing but cabbage soup forever.
The complaint about cabbage soup forever was aimed at Charlie's father's poor work, heating up the situation for his dismissal.
The factory was back in business.
But there must be people working there. But then, who's running the machines?
The intrigue heats up. They don't let us go, even though it's just a film about a chocolate factory.
Well, you won't, because you can't.
Personally, I like the decision to add a pessimistic character who will dampen our belief in a miracle, because against the backdrop of such words, a miracle will seem all the more magical. By Charlie's bed are the wrappers of all the bars he received on his birthdays.
Decided to allow 5 children to visit my factory. One of these children shall receive a special prize.
Maybe anywhere, in any shop, in any street.
Perfect. The announcement of the contest with golden tickets played to the advantage of all aspects. Sales increase, yes. Continuation of the plot. Belief that the main character will still be able to find a ticket. Again, intrigue about the reason for the contest, which will be told at the end and will perfectly conclude the story, revealing the main idea of the film.
The first ticket will be fat, fat, fat.
I'm eating the WONKA bar. I find the golden ticket.
How did you celebrate?
I eat more candy.
And a couple of cool details with the first contestant. August's ticket is bitten, it happened that way, and of course this personifies his trait, and he will celebrate it by eating another chocolate bar.
Veruca Salt.
Hundreds of thousands.
Deer, the largest land animal in England, respected by locals. Hunting them is allowed with a license, but animal rights activists complain about the growing demand from rich people to have a trophy deer head on their wall. And Mr. Salt has a lot of them, moreover they stand on a polar bear skin. All this is a symbol of wealth, but also greed.
Now on, you can stop shelling peanuts and start shelling the wrappers off these chocolate bars.
However, not all is grey. The moment of discovering the ticket was almost missed, but the father's obsession didn't allow the worker to steal it, and all because he sincerely loves Veruca.
Maybe you want to open your birthday present.
We'll share it. It's my candy bar, and I'll do what I want with it.
The scene with the chocolate bar is one of the best in the film, and here's why. Even without getting the ticket, he wasn't upset because his loved ones are nearby. What's more important to him than the ticket? They've already shown us now that no matter how much Charlie loves chocolate, family is more important to him. His kind and decisive character led him to share the chocolate with the others. All these traits will manifest in the final decision to refuse Wonka's offer. The director correctly showed how wealthy people eat chocolate and how poor people do. They take small bites, savor the aroma. Charlie's father is reading a book, most likely about engineering. He is studying so that he will be the one hired to fix the machine that replaced him.
So it says that one kid's gonna get this. I don't care who those other 4 are. Because I'm a winner. Die! Die! Die!
And how did it taste?
I hate chocolate.
All 4 children have their own traits against which they were filmed. August against food, Veruca against greed, Violet against obsession, Mike glued to the TV. Also, each one's first and last name foretell the reasons for their elimination from the factory. By the way, such traits weren't chosen randomly. The book's author, Roald Dahl, always hated precisely greedy, spoiled, ill-mannered children and TVs themselves.
Where are you at work?
The upswing in candy sales has led to a rise in cavities, eliminating Mr. Bucket's job.
You'll find another job.
Mr. Bucket's dismissal is directly linked to the launch of the golden tickets, and this whole situation is needed to heighten the feeling of poverty to make buying chocolate even more risky.
I'd give anything in the world just to go in one more time. My secret hoard, finding that last ticket.
Grandpa's decision to give up his savings is driven by a personal desire to visit the factory. The second time, the viewers are given hope for a miracle.
Such a good...
Grandpa. You fell asleep.
A funny transition. Instead of the usual camera pulling away from the house and then shots of joyful Charlie, the authors simply decided to go with a sleeping grandpa. Look at the bill's design. It doesn't replicate the original $10 but is a mix of American dollars and English pounds. The town's architecture itself is also a combination of English streets with American mailboxes. They did this to please both the studio and not stray too far from the original.
Did you see that some kid in Russia found the last golden ticket?
Nothing's impossible, Charlie.
1 WONKA with the scrumptious fudge mallow delight, please.
It's a golden ticket.
Having finally deprived us of faith, Charlie finds the golden ticket. Even hearing that the last one was found in Russia, he still didn't stop believing in a miracle, and a miracle happened. Although it's an absolute coincidence, it's only thanks to faith in the impossible that Charlie decided to buy the bar.
For now, I do invite you to come to my factory for one whole day.
No, we're not going. We need the money more than we need the chocolate.
Plot twist. The father's dismissal was also important for this decision of Charlie's. Realizing the responsibility and possibilities, he decides to help his family rather than visit his beloved factory. No one expected such a decision, but it couldn't have been any other way.
Young man, come here. There's plenty of money out there, but this ticket, there's only 5 of them in the whole world. Only a dummy would give this up for something as common as money. We've got a factory to go to.
An unexpected decision again. The one who believed in the miracle the least helps this miracle come true, while the other, Grandpa, remains sharp and strict.
Willy Wonka, everybody give a cheer. He's modest with so much generosity. There is no one to contain him. Tick-a-tang, tick-a-tang, tick-a-tang. Willy Wonka here.
Wow! Let's do that again!
No! Wasn't that just magnificent? Then that finale. Wow!
Where are you?
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello. My name is Willy Wonka.
Then shouldn't you be up there?
Well, I couldn't very well watch the show from up there, now could I, Lil?
Used to work here in the factory.
Were you one of those despicable spies who making cabs?
No, sir.
And wonderful. Welcome back.
The genius Johnny Depp brilliantly played the role of the genius confectioner. Dozens of famous actors auditioned, and we were very lucky. And to fit this more comfortably into the video, we'll make a separate counter for him.
Just drop your coats anywhere.
Such emphasis on the thrown glasses wasn't due to importance for the plot, simply because at that time, 3D movies had just appeared, and you couldn't sit in glasses the whole film. Therefore, during the screening, there was both 2D and 3D footage, and such shots indicated to viewers when to take them off.
Violet Beauregard.
Oh, I don't care.
Baba Booey.
I'm Veruca Salt. It's very nice to meet you.
I always thought a verruca was a type of wart you got on the bottom of your foot.
And it really is a Verruca plantaris wart.
And the rest of you must be their
Parents.
moms and dads. Dad?
The first hints of his trauma and quirk, which are connected to the film's main theme.
Would you like some chocolate? Sure. Then you should have bought some.
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's very beautiful. Every drop of the river, hot melted chocolate of the waterfall mixes the chocolate.
Everything you see here is real. The film crew really made a waterfall and a river from chocolate. Well, okay, this chocolate isn't real, but think about it. Almost 1 million liters of artificial thick chocolate through which they later sailed. Almost all the candies and lollipops on the trees are real. The Nestlé company was the main sponsor and provided sweets for the filming.
Try some of my grass.
You can eat the grass.
Everything in this room is eatable. Even I'm eatable. That is called cannibalism and is in fact frowned upon in most societies. Enjoy.
Such a pause with a look at Veruca's old father again emphasizes Wonka's backstory.
Of course they're real people. They're Oompa Loompas. Direct from Loompa Land.
There's no such place. I teach high school geography, and I'm here to tell you...
Well, then you'll know all about it and know what a terrible country it is. I went to Loompa Land looking for exotic new flavors for candy. I found the Oompa Loompas. For the most was the coca bean. An Oompa Loompa was lucky if he found 3 or 4 coca beans a year. They are such wonderful workers.
The backstory with the Oompa Loompas is finally revealed and fits perfectly with Wonka's factory, where evil spies won't steal his secrets.
He can't swim! Save him!
Well, I believe they're going to treat us to a little song.
Augustus Gloop, Augustus Gloop, Augustus Gloop will not be harmed.
What can I say except you are...
The most memorable scene with August drowning. The first child is eliminated due to his bad trait, greed and gluttony. His telling surname, Gloop, already predicted August's demise. The musical performance is excellent, and the original lyrics for most songs were written by the book's author himself. Well, during his lifetime, I mean. And actor Deep Roy, who played the Oompa Loompas, filmed alone for all of them. He had to repeat the same dances hundreds of times for different angles. They even increased his fee after filming as thanks. From which we draw two conclusions. He is the second best actor in this film, on par with Depp, whom he is undeservedly rarely remembered. Second, probably why he constantly has such a displeased face. Imagine doing the same thing for hours every day, although these are just my guesses.
Where is my son? Where does that pipe go to? It will be made into strawberry-flavored chocolate coat.
No, I wouldn't allow it. The taste would be terrible. Imagine Augustus-flavored chocolate-coated gloop. Ew.
Why would Augustus's name already be in the Oompa Loompa song?
Improvisation is a part of Trinity.
Chewing gum.
Chewing gum is really gross. Chewing gum I hate the most.
This dialogue explained all the musical scenes well, literally without questions. And the invented rhyme about never chew chewing gum again subtly hints at Wonka's past.
Chocolate contains a property that triggers the release of it, gives one the feeling of being in love.
You don't say.
All aboard!
An interesting fact about chocolate. This dialogue revealed Violet's mom's situation. Her father wasn't shown. Obviously she is single. Well, Wonka acted like a real man because he again refuses family life. This ship was built for 20 weeks, that's almost 5 months. Although it sounds like some nonsense, probably they meant building the river and the ship itself. You won't find the truth on the internet.
The sole truth of this world I've found is that there is no truth.
His childhood, 4 years. Willy Wonka was the son of the city's most famous dentist.
Let's see what the damage is this year, shall we? Caramels.
A cool idea for Wonka's formation. He was raised with maximum restriction from sweets. For children, the opponent of candy was always dentists.
Keep an eye out, we're passing some very important...
Whipped cream.
In principle, everything at this factory is just as children imagine it. Again, wonderful set design. The machine for dispensing a single piece of gum is worth it alone.
But just don't touch anything.
Violet, you're turning violet.
The second child is eliminated due to her ill-mannered behavior. Now it's clear what her name meant. The second Oompa Loompa performance, already in a completely different style, the titanic labor of Deep Roy.
What's the special prize and who gets it?
The best kind of prize is a surprise.
If you hate gum so much, why do you make it?
Once again, you really shouldn't mumble because it's kind of starting to bum me out.
Just having a flashback.
I see. Ah, this is a room I know all about. Myself, I'm in the nut business. Are you using the Havermax?
Really, nigga?
These squirrels are specially trained to get the nuts out of shells.
And this is true. They really trained 40 squirrels for 2 months from an early age. CGI was used, but only in some moments, otherwise almost everything is natural filming. Willy Wonka's cane is filled with Nerds candy, which in our world is released under the Wonka brand.
Where are they taking her?
Garbage chute. To the incinerator. But don't worry, we only light it on Tuesdays.
Today is Tuesday.
If you won't get me a squirrel, I'll get one myself.
Don't make him crazy.
Veruca salt, the little brute, a rather different set of friends.
The third child gets eliminated due to being spoiled. The third Oompa Loompa performance in yet another different style, among beautiful sets and Roy's colossal labor. Veruca's telling surname Salt implies not salty nuts, but a salty character.
The elevator is by far the most efficient way to get around the factory.
There can't be this many floors.
This elevator can go sideways, long ways, slant.
The idea with the elevator blows the mind, again showing how broadly Willy Wonka thinks. By the way, there is a sequel to the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator.
Put these on quick and don't take them off whatever you do. And out of your skulls.
Again, a mention for 3D viewing, which the creators wrote into the plot.
Why can't I send a real bar of chocolate? Bring in the chocolate.
The scene with teleporting the chocolate bar is a reference, although no, it's already a parody of 2001, A Space Odyssey. Even the soundtrack is the same.
Take it.
It's just a picture on a screen.
You take it.
A direct demonstration of the difference between Mike and Charlie. The first remains a brat, and the second continues to believe in a miracle. The chocolate eventually went to Charlie.
Breakfast cereal?
Do you have any idea what breakfast cereal's made of?
It's those little curly wooden shavings you find in pencil sharp.
He's gone.
I sure hope no part of him gets left behind. If you had to choose only one half of your son, which one would it be?
Girl, you know the most important thing that we've ever done at television set.
So white. Ew, somebody grab him.
I still find it hard to imagine what it was like for Deep Roy to play all this. Each costume, each angle filmed anew. A reference to Drug, to the Beatles, to the film Psycho, and to the tabletop game with Roboboxers.
What are you talking about?
Let's go put him in the taffy puller.
Taffy puller?
Hey, that was my idea.
The fourth is eliminated, the telling surname TV, personal fault in the demise, which was foretold to us in the scene of receiving the ticket.
On with the tour.
A small detail, Charlie leaves the received chocolate because he is well-mannered. He simply cannot take and appropriate something for himself.
How many children are left?
Mr. Wonka, Charlie's the only one left.
Oh, my dear boy, that means you've won.
A plot twist, however. Charlie won. He wasn't faster or smarter than the others, but was well-behaved, while the other children ruined themselves. And this isn't an accident. He grew up like this precisely thanks to his family. And this is the main theme of the film.
But luckily for us, we have the great glass elevator to speed things along.
Up and out.
I've been longing to press that button for years.
Suspense. Or did they really crash?
When do you think they'll be back?
Hard to know, dear.
You must be the boy's...
Parents?
I'm gonna give this little boy my entire factory.
In that one silver hair, I saw reflected my life's work. Who would watch over them after I was gone?
I must find a hair. And I did, Charlie. You.
Perfect timing. Wonka's stance on family lasted until he firmly realized the importance of legacy. Heirs, childhood trauma, and having built an empire in middle age, his first grey hairs appeared, making him think about death. That is, Wonka decided to have children, masking it as this whole selection with golden tickets and a tour.
The one who was the least rotten would be the winner. Are you ready to leave all this behind and come?
I mean, it's alright if my family come too.
Of course they can't. You can't run a chocolate factory with a family
Hanging over you like an old dead goose? No offense.
None taken. Jerk.
Then I'm not going. I wouldn't give up my family for anything. Not for all the chocolate in the world.
Plot twist. The child who dreamed of visiting the factory, dreaming of at least one bar a year, refused all the chocolate in the world. Wonka's offer still contains his personal trauma. No family, but Charlie is his complete opposite. It was only thanks to his family that he won the factory, but he won't exchange his relatives for it.
Pity about that chocolate fellow when new candies aren't selling very well.
I thought he was great at first. He also has a funny haircut.
I do not.
A beautiful way to force Charlie to tell the truth about Willy Wonka to Wonka himself.
And you know what? I got transferred.
You have an appointment?
But he's overdue.
Mr. Wonka's table, where he meticulously collected all his son's successes, immediately speaks of his regret, but pride, love, but pain, attention, but fear.
Let's see what the depth. I haven't seen bicuspids like these. Willie,
Hi, Dad.
all these years that you haven't flossed.
Not once.
Plot twist. The king of sweets has the most beautiful teeth. How is this possible? He needs to taste candies to create them. But the memory of his father and his teachings helped preserve his teeth. And to this day, Willie hasn't used dental floss.
Willy Wonka repeated his offer to Charlie. In the end, Charlie Bucket won a chocolate factory.
Charlie managed to change Willy Wonka, forever altering the philosophy of the factory itself, which didn't acknowledge family interference, and in the end, the house with the family is located inside the factory.
Life had never been sweeter.